Hello, hopefully you all know who I am, but if you don't, my name is Mrs. Jeffrey. I'm the reception teacher at St Helens. This is a video for the reception parents, just to let you know really some of the important information about my class and how pleased I am with the way that your children are starting to settle. They are doing so well and making so much progress, and I'm really enjoying teaching them. They're great fun. Our class topic is people, and you should have a letter explaining the different activities that we'll be undertaking this term. So if you haven't already read it, have a little read through so you can see some of the tasks that we're going to undertake. If you don't have a copy of it or you have any questions, please let me know. I've got some more in the class and I can send them home to you so you can see some of the things that we are doing. That letter also has my email address on it, so if you have any further questions on it, you can email me and I can get back to you. There are a couple of things that you need to know about. School timings. So school starts at 8:50 and finishes at 3:20. I will be on the yard from 8:40, and if you have any questions you can ask me then. But I also would ask that you would make sure that your children are in school on time. If children are late, it can impact their learning for the rest of the day. So you need to be on time dropping them off and on time picking them up. When they are young, if they have spent a lot of time in school and you are late and they are the last to be picked up, that can be really upsetting for them. So please make sure that you are at the door on time to either drop them off or pick them up. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much to everybody who has a uniform for their children. Most of the children in the class are now wearing school uniform. If you don't have uniform for your child yet, it is compulsory. You do need to be wearing it, and you can get it from a website called Begoni. Google it and you'll be able to log in and order uniform, and they will send it to your house. But all children do need to be wearing school uniform, the blue jumper and the yellow t-shirt. As far as lunch is concerned, if your child is going to be sandwiches or you are providing lunch from your house, can you please make sure that that lunch is a healthy, balanced meal? We are having some issues with lunch boxes being things like chocolate and croissants, and I'd really rather that the children had a much more balanced meal than that. So could you please work with us and try and make sure that your children have a balanced meal, and if they are going to have cake or chocolate, that it's only a very, very, very small amount. I'd rather they didn't have it at all. It can have some issues in the afternoon with their attention and focus if they've had a lot of sugar at lunchtime. So please make sure that the meal that they are having is balanced. The meal you are sending in is balanced, okay? If your child is going to be school dinners, then you may need to make sure that your Squid account is topped up. You need to make sure that there's always money on that account. If there isn't, we can't give your child lunch. So we will have to phone you and tell you that there's no money on the account. You will probably have to bring lunch in for them for that day. So to save yourself having to have that phone call, please make sure that your account is topped up. And I know that there is a part on the app where you can have an automatic transfer of money if the money does go down, so it saves you having to remember to top it up all the time. If you need to know more about that, you can either contact Mrs. Davey or myself, and maybe we'll be able to help you to do that if that's what you want. Okay. On top of lunch, all children need to bring a piece of fruit for snack and a water bottle with their name on it, please. Okay. So they need to make sure they have fruit for snack, not cakes or cookies or anything like that, because I have a similar issue with the amount of sugar that's in them. Then the children are finding it difficult to focus and attend after they have eaten it. And we are a healthy school, so we do need to be making sure that the children are having fruit as a snack and a water bottle with their name on it, please. If your child has any medical needs that I don't already know about, please can you let me know. If they do have asthma and I don't have an asthma pump in school, can you try and get one for me, please? I know you can go to the GP and get one on prescription. I also need a spacer to go along with that asthma pump, so please can you make sure I've got that also. And there are some forms that you will need to fill out too if you're going to ask me to provide the medication, the asthma pump. Okay. If your child is ill in the morning, please phone the school office and let Mrs. Davey know what your child's name is, which class they're in, and what is wrong with them. Otherwise, she will phone you to find out. So just give her a ring and let her know what's going on, and then we will know to mark them down on the register, please. Our PE day is a Monday, so can you please make sure that the children are wearing kit to school on a Monday? So that is loose t-shirt and tracksuit bottoms. There is a school PE kit on the Begoni website, but I think it comes with shorts. This weather, you might want to make sure that they're wearing tracksuit bottoms. They need to be wearing trainers, please. And also no jewellery, no earrings, no necklaces, no bracelets or anything like that, just for safety reasons. Homework, there is a whole school homework that's being sent out once a month. If you would like to, you can either email us or tweet us with photographs of the activities that you've done. But specific homework for reception is that they are reading every day. Either you are reading to them or they are reading with you. They can use a story and make up what's going on from the pictures. It's unlikely that they'll be able to read the words just yet, but being able to use the pictures to tell you a story is just as valuable. There is a video that I've made on Read Write Inc., which is the program that the school used to teach reading, on our YouTube channel, and that explains how I teach reading and what the different steps are. Have a little look at that if you are interested. It won't be long, I would imagine, before I'm starting to send some children reading sheets home. There's one thing I would like to ask you, please. I have a little bit of an issue with toys going home. I'm losing some of my toys. And I know that children like to take them home. Please don't be embarrassed if your child takes one home. Could you just please make sure you bring it back to me, please? Thank you very much. You don't need to be embarrassed or upset or even cross. It happens all the time, but I would like them back. So if you do find that you have toys in your house that don't belong to your child and they've come from my class, just pop them back in the morning so that I can wash them, because at the moment we're trying to make sure all the toys are cleaned, so that I can wash them, make sure they're not missed out with the group that have been washed before. Okay. As far as support at home is going, I would like you to spend a lot of time just talking to your children, really, teaching them new vocabulary, colours, shapes, numbers, any describing words that you can think of, things that you can see, things that you watch on television, things that you take them on walks and you see outside. I would also like you to read with your children, teach them about how to hold a book and how to turn the pages and how to make up stories using the pictures. All of those skills are really going to be helpful when they actually learn to read. I also would like you to make sure they're getting a good amount of sleep. 4 and 5-year-olds need at least 10 hours sleep a night, so make sure your child is getting that much sleep. Take care with screen time. Screen time can cause the children to have difficulty going to sleep. So if they do have iPads or phones or laptops or whatever, please try and make sure that it's well out of their way by a decent time in the evening, so they are not watching it late at night, and they're certainly not watching it in the night. That would be really, really helpful. And also take care with the amount of sugar that you're feeding your children, particularly for school time, I mean, because it can have an impact on attention and focus. So those are the things I would like you to know. If you do have any questions, you can either email me using the email address on the letter about the topics that we were doing. You can phone the school office and ask Mrs. Davey to get me to ring you back. Or if you do have time, you can speak to me on the door if we get 5 minutes. And anything else, I will be giving you a ring in the coming days. So hopefully I'll be able to catch up with anything that you have to ask me. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.